Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Delightful by Design. And I am Delightful Soul. However, if this is your first time, I am extending a warm welcome to you too, and I truly appreciate all of you for tuning in. Janice Combs, the mother of Sean Diddy Combs, has recently spoken out in defense of her son amid the serious allegations against him. She expressed her heartbreak over the situation, stating her son is being judged based on a narrative created out of lies. Janice emphasized that Sean deserves the chance to tell his side of the story and prove his innocence. She also acknowledged that while her son has made mistakes in the past, the current allegations are false and motivated by seeking financial gain. Janice's statement reflects her deep support for her son during this challenging time.
He put everything in his mama and his son's name. Did he know that he was doing some things behind the scenes? Did he know that some things was going on in his life that may bring it to this point where people be trying to sue him, but everything is in Justin's name and everything is his mama name? Did he know that? Because when you're a grown man, you want to own some things. You know what I'm saying? You want to own some things. You want to have companies in your name, companies in this, that, and the third. But he put it in his mama and his son's name and his daughter's now? I don't know, bro.
I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too my son deserves to have his day in court, to finally share his side, and to prove his innocence. I am not here to portray my son as perfect because he is not. He has made mistakes in his past, as we all have. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has even gotten violent with his ex-girlfriend when the hotel's surveillance showed otherwise. Sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to omit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or is too complicated to be believed. This is why I believe my son's civil legal team opt to settle the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it until the end, resulting in a ricochet effect as the federal government used these decisions against my son by interpreting it as an admission of guilt. It is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about the issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them, not because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they did not fit the image of what the society considered to be a quote-unquote good person. History has shown us how individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. Well, Sean Diddy Combs is currently facing serious allegations, including charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and forced labor. Federal prosecutors allege that Combs and his associates threatened, abused, and coerced women to fulfill his sexual desires, including forcing victims into actual activities. Additionally, more than 130 people have come forward with allegations against him, with some of the allegations involving minors as young as 9 years old. The charges also include kidnapping, arson, and bribery. Combs has denied all allegations and is currently appealing the bail denials. I get it. Sean Combs is Janice Combs' child, her baby, her son. And if he has any victims, and allegedly, with a big allegedly, has any victims, they too are someone's child or loved one. People say that Combs learned his behavior from the higher ups in the industry. But then again, allegedly, people say that Mama Dukes was at some of those parties also, hence the IV drip. But let's be clear, Sean Combs was a grown man when he made those alleged decisions. Those decisions were okay as long as there is some benefit for all, allowing him to set his own boundaries with no regards to consequences. We must admit that everybody do not have the same consequences. So many of these claimants have similar, if not the same, stories about being in his presence and at his parties. Should we believe now over 300 claimants? Certainly not, but since he's handing out money. Sean Combs' quickly settlement with Cassie was more than him abusing her. There is more to his activities, and it is accompanied with evidence. A lot of people say that she should have made this statement back in November. Mama Dukes, from last year, it is almost a year since Cassie's settlement. But does it really matter? Now, I can agree with Mama Combs when she says, let P. Diddy, Sean Combs, have his day in court.
Nigga told me he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. And I sign it, nigga. Because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that, nigga. You know who to play with, nigga.
So leave your comment below. And you made it this far, so go ahead and like this video. Again, thank you and bye for now.